I've lived my life with honor, and I've lived my life that everybody I've worked with has come back. I have people that never left my employ for 18
But do you think that didn't
years.
happen, Joan? What you're saying?
I do not believe for a second. I had a fight with him, and he denied me, and the other people came and told me, this is
Sir, can I please
No, you cannot,
finish?
sir. You cannot. This is an out-and-out lie, and I will not have this on television, and I will not be berated by this character here.
I'm not berating you.
Oh, stop it. How dare you?
Coming up, the accusations fly as the Celebrity Apprentice continues.
Annie, let me ask you this question. Do you think that designer was sort of overwhelmed by the whole thing?
What I said, Mr. Trump,
Was he overwhelmed? And that you can't blame that on Joan.
To be fair, what I said was
But Annie,
that I am only
Annie,
repeating
he was
what he said to me.
overwhelmed. Do you agree with that?
I don't know. I only
But how
know
can
what
you
I was
blame that on Joan?
I am telling you what the designer said
Okay.
to
Can I
me.
say
Go ahead,
what
Brittany.
I understand from it is that they were insulted that they had hired somebody else outside
Well, we
of
had
their...
actually, you guys had hired somebody else, not us.
No, we didn't until 7 o'clock at night when I
We
was
did
left
not
with a
hire
raw face.
anybody.
I am telling you what the designer said to me. I also specifically said I wasn't there. I did not hear the conversation. I can only
And I've
repeat
been
what was
told that
told
your
to
money
me.
is all mafia money, and I don't know. I've
Excuse
never
me?
seen it.
Oh, no, see, now
this
if
is
you start
bad.
saying that, there's nobody that I know in the mafia. I would just like to point that out,
I
please.
don't care. I
Well,
find
no
this
fairness,
whole...
Annie, you don't know if they're in the
This
mafia.
whole-
or
I
not.
do.
This
I
whole
actually do
thing
because
has
I know where
turned
they
into
come from,
something
sir, and
so
I'm tired of the character
disgraceful.
assassination. to
So
tell you the truth.
disgraceful. So
So without the
disgraceful.
assistance of this decorator, how did you create your space?
How did I create my space?
Because you got great compliments from a branding perspective.
Thank you.
Who did your space?
You know who did my space?
Yeah.
Mr. Trump. All the guys from God's Love We Deliver came
good.
in.
Good.
All the guys.
A lot of
I had
talent.
a dentist, and I had a doctor, and I had a
All the
guy.
volunteers.
I was a volunteer, and I had the chef, and we did it. We
That's
all
nice.
just did it.
Annie, is that nice?
All just
Is
did
that
it.
nice, Annie?
Yes, very much so.
Annie, you've met a lot of people. Tough people, smart
Sure.
people, dumb people, lots of people. You can read them because that's what you do for a living. Joan's been hard for you to read, hasn't she? She's been difficult for you.
Joan is a very different person than I am, and
Thank God.
see.
Dennis, aren't you glad you're back?
I'm just loving it.
Thank you, God.
So much better seeing it live than on TV, right, Dennis?
You're her teammate.
And
Dennis. You're not supposed to be
While I
that.
prefer
You're
not
her
to discuss
teammate,
it here,
Dennis.
I'm pretty sure I know what her
So, Annie,
motivations
how
are.
did you decorate your space if your designer quit because of Joan, which I still haven't
Well,
figured out? But how did you decorate your space?
You know, again, on the designer thing, I'm only telling you what the designer said.
But Annie, I think this is a good story. The question he's
Yes,
asking you is
so
how did you
I
end
was
up doing it? And I
standing-
thought you
so I'm
actually had a really good story with
standing
it.
in a space at 7 p.m. on a Friday
The
night.
designer quit
Yes, the designer is
because
quit.
of Joan.
That's my understanding.
Oh, gosh.
However,
Just an endless
as I
string
said,
of lies upon lies.
I was not there to see what actually transpired between Joan and the
You know,
designer.
I
can
came
only
on the
tell you
show
what the
to work
designer
for God's
said.
Love, not to be maligned by somebody that is...
Who's been doing
so-
the maligning, Joan?
I have, you know, you are so beneath me. You are so gone from my vision. I am here to work for God's Love We Deliver. I have never, ever dealt with anything like this before in my life. And I'm embarrassed. It's just like...
Well, I think you love that you're part of it, but I think
oh,
you're
you know
embarrassed.
what I'm
Excuse me.
saying.
I think you're embarrassed by the fact that you're opposed by Annie.
I'm in shock that these half lies and half truths and innuendos come out.
But
And
Joan, she's also trying to win.
but you know, Donald, we've won. We're here. Our charities have done so damn
I
well.
know, but she wants to take it
But
to
you
that
win
final
with
step.
honor. I guess it's very Victorian of me. You win with
All right.
honor.
What do you think of that, Annie?
I would just like to once again say that in this boardroom, I have not personally attacked anyone.
But outside of this
You
boardroom,
lied.
you've lied.
She
And in
has,
this boardroom,
she
you've
has
lied.
personally attacked me in almost every boardroom since about mid-season.
But you've
and
lied.
with terrible character
Because you-
assassination,
yes.
calling my friends mafia people,
Oh,
saying that I have no morals, and so on and so forth. I am
Maybe
telling
it's
you.
time to just tell us who won and who lost. I don't want to sit here. I don't want to hear this anymore. I find this just...
I understand
It
that.
became such a wonderful thing to do for a charity. It became such an amazing way to
Well,
have fun.
I
with
will
the
say
show.
this. Here's the good news. Tremendous amounts of money have been raised for charities, including your charity and including your charity and including other charities. So a lot of money, a lot of money has been raised for charity. Okay, I'm going to ask in front of the group, because you might as well hear this, and then I'm going to throw you all out of the room. I'm going to ask Ivanka to tell me, how did Joan's team do in terms of dollars raised?
In terms of dollars, they raised an impressive $150,830.
That's great, Joan. Annie, you have to say that's pretty good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don, how did Annie do?
Well, they did very well, as we expected. They raised a grand total of $465,725 on this one task.
So that's pretty good. Joan, that's very impressive.
It's fabulous, and it goes to charity.
It goes to charity.
It's all good.
It goes to great charities. In this case, both great charities.
It's all good.
Okay, but as you know, Annie, it's not just, that's
Of
not the
course.
only thing, okay? Don, tell me about the other criteria.
Well, Annie did a phenomenal job on charity integration. You knew what the charity she was playing for was when you walked in. It was in the frames. It was on the poster. She had people talking about it. It was really a big part of the experience that I didn't see from Joan's side of the table.
Ivanka, what about the other points they were being judged on?
Well, the other criteria were the celebrities in attendance, the Kodak integration, followed by the overall experience, and all those were won by Joan. In terms of celebrities, we felt that they were more prominent, more recognizable to the mass, actors, etc. In terms of overall experience, we thought that Joan's party was better attended, had a better spirit. And Jeff Hazlett from Kodak felt that Joan had better Kodak branding.
Thank you. Listen, I want to thank everybody. You were all stars. You did a great job. Tom, thank you. Brandy, thank you. Dennis, thank you. You are a piece of work, Dennis, I will tell you. Clint, you're a great talent, and I'll come to, if you invite me to a concert, I'll be there, okay?
Always invited.
And I'll bring Joan. Joan will be my date. Melissa, great job. Herschel, you're fantastic. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Go
Thank you.
and enjoy yourselves. Thank you. Thank you very much. Great work.
They were fired, but still had the guts to come back and help out for charity. Please welcome Joan's helpers, Herschel Walker, Clint Black, and Melissa Rivers. And Annie's helpers, Tom Green, Brandy Roderick, and the legendary Dennis Rodman. So, Dennis, sit down, Dennis.
Okay.
Proud of you, Dennis. So everyone wants to know, we've been reading a lot about you. How are you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm doing actually well. Actually well. I'm just very thankful for the fact that I'm here living and breathing and, you know, coming through okay. And, you know, we had a sad moment this week with one of my dear, dear friends, Chuck Daly, died this week. And I think that everyone lost a pioneer, a great human being, spirit, heart. So, you know, it's like a family ring.
You still hold hard feelings toward Jesse?
You know, me and Jesse had this strong bond as far as, like, attacking each other as far as mentally wise. And I didn't like the fact that Jesse came out, you know, just because he was sober over, you know, 20-some years.